What's up, my name's Matt, and this is Freeform Friday. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a deck called Square Playing Cards that is out on Kickstarter right now. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah? These are Square Playing Cards by Miguel Santos. These are the first edition. They are on Kickstarter right now. If you want to go check them out, the link is in my description. So today we're not going to talk about feel very much because these are just MPC. And if you want to know what MPC feels like, just go design your own deck of cards and print them with MPC because you'll never do it again. So we have a cool pink case where the back is the back design, all white with a red square on it. I will let you know right now, this is all that they sent me. They sent me one deck of cards, no payment, nothing. They just said, do a review, do a video for us. Cool. So, on honesty for me, what I will say is that this is a cool deck. I like the look of it so far. There is a little bit that is like, maybe thought that through a little bit more. Could have been. But overall, super sweet deck. Real quick, this is my new setup. I moved from California to Texas. So, I don't have my overhead camera rig at all, so as I go through this, I'm just going to throw some B-roll over what I'm talking about, and then you can see what I'm talking about. As soon as I can do an overhead camera rig, I will do that again, but I didn't want to wait any longer to start doing videos, so we are back at it. Let's get into it. So we have our back design, which looks like this right here, and we have our first ad card, which is just our square at the end of a rose here. That is one of the design choices that I don't understand, but that's just me. Hey, whatever, if you like that, awesome. Me, I'm like, let's just get rid of the rose. But otherwise, this whole back design right here, very cool. Square in the middle. I can see this being very cool for cardistry. It is also, let me look at the rest of these real quick. It is also what looks to be a one-way, oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a one-way design, but I was wrong. Not a one-way design. All right. There are some little dots in the corners, and one corner has a single dot and the other corners have multiple dots. I thought that those would flip-flop, but they do not. So it is a two-way design, which makes it very cool for doing all your cardistry moves. Everything lines up symmetrically. Very, very cool. Our jokers are very, very simple. We just have two jokers with a square in the middle of them, and it says square, 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 square. Jokers, cool. So, and that is our first ad card. Let's see what our other ad card is real quick. We have no other ad card. From what I can see, let me just run through it real quick. No other ad cards. So we got two jokers and one ad card. Would have been nice to see one more ad card, but first time designer, this is his first deck. Hey, a little bit of grace. This is how we support the community. We go, hey, these are cool decks, let's buy them. Let's improve his quality so that the next deck just is even just that much better. We have our Ace of Spades sticking with the square design there. We have some very cool ideas thrown in here. So a lot of the cards, if we look at the 2 and the 3, standard cards. Aces are, let's see if the other aces are. Yes, all of the aces are custom with the square on it. And we have custom 4s. So like 4 square, we have custom 4s. So every square on each of our 4s does have that square around one of the pips. And let's see if any other cards do anything special. Yes, so we have our court cards here. There's another ace with the square on it. We have our court cards here, which are very cool. They are standard. However, in the background, very, very indicative of the new first playing cards, we have the square logo in the background. And that is very cool. I like that a lot. It makes it feel custom and just like very like modern art. So let's see what else we have in the design. Everything looks pretty standard. The very cool thing with the 4s, each of those, I do like that a lot with the 4s. You could definitely do, if you threw in a odd backed playing card in here, you could do a very cool magic change and have one of the squares show up on the 4s because they are standard. Other than that, the court cards are standard besides the writing in the background. It does make them feel very custom without having to be, every card is so unique and custom. It's Very standard. You're used to this deck of cards. Ooh, a little thing. Ooh, a little thing. I like that a lot. I like that he puts a little square in the court cards there too, in that missing space that is in normal court cards, which is nothing back there. Honestly, this is NPC, and I still even like the feel of it, which is weird. It's probably just because I haven't felt an NPC deck in a long time, so it's not that I like it, it's that it's different than what I've been playing with. If you're into Kickstarter decks, if you're into forwarding the community of playing cards, cardistry, card design, all that kind of stuff, that's the best place to go support like small designers like this, where they're trying their hardest to get a deck out that they really like the design of, and all that means is that you're supporting them so that they can then go make some money, maybe make another deck. That's just the way it goes. You know, we start these little fires under people and they take off with it. I'm sorry if you can hear that. My apartment is apparently being destroyed by a weed whacker right now. Because I have a window right there now. My old studio didn't have any windows, so I didn't have all this outside noise. So I will say the actual box of it, I think, is very cool. I think it would have been very cool if, instead of doing the white on here, just like the background, if he would have kept it pink, and then when you open it up, the backs are white, so it's a little bit of a surprise for people. Other than that, I really like the idea behind it. I think that the roses are something that if you wanted to do it well, you should incorporate a little bit more. It's a little like, oh, we did it because we could. Nah, there's like no intentionality behind it, in my mind. Maybe there is, and I just don't know the story behind it. But just grabbing it and looking at it, that's how it feels to me. Very cool for the NPC decks they just have on the bottom. This is a prototype deck, smiley face. If you have one of them, congrats. You are the few who have them. That is about all I have for Square playing cards. Hopefully you like some of that B-roll that we had. If you have any questions about them, the Kickstarter is live. The link is in the description below, so go to the Kickstarter, write some comments, see what they have to say. I know that these will be printed on bicycle stock at the first, and during the first marker that they hit, it's going to switch to the crushed B stock. Check them out. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. It's all about supporting the community at this point. So I will see you next time on another Freeform Friday. Bye.